Pastor, you lost your wife. True. We heard, and not only that we heard, we have seen you came with a new wife. I said, yes. They said, why? I said, why are you asking me such a question? Oh, they said, because here, this is their vow. Oh, I said, that's not my vow. What God reveals, I do. And that's why God told me, God revealed to me, I should marry. That it's better to marry than to burn. That's the commandment of the Lord. They didn't want the commandment of the Lord. They wanted vow. What do you want? Go back to those commandments. I've read commandments to you from Matthew to Revelation. That one is greater than any vow. If you've lost your wife, don't make a foolish vow. You've lost your wife, you've lost this, you've lost that. Don't make a foolish vow. Just go back to the word of God. As many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the children of God. I'm going to say something. Mommy Esther will not mind what I say. Mommy, will you mind? No, she has answered me. Now, she was 40, she was not married. 45, she was not married. 50, she was not married. 60, she was not married. 65, I came along and I said, the will of God is for me to marry you. She went to pray, God, what will I do? God did not say, tell him no. Tell him you are 65. And a fool at 40, at 50, at 60 is a fool forever. She came back and she said, what did she say? She said, yes. In your life. At 30, say yes. At 40, say yes. At 50, yes. At 60, yes. At 65. Yes. And see, she said yes, and we came together. What's my name? William, the defender of the faith. I have become the greatest sinner that ever happened in her life.
Now, thank God for this particular video, because I am sure it will answer questions for a lot of people who are confused on this particular subject. In fact, some people might even take certain life-changing decisions based on what they just watched in this video. Now, let's look at some of the things he said. First, he said something about the will of God, right? Being above vow, marital vow. The reason why a lot of people have it as a doctrine, once there is a death of either the husband or the wife, the other person should remain single till death. It's as a result of the vow that was taken on the day of the holy matrimony, right? So some churches have now adopted it as a vow. It stays that way. But he said God told him specifically that God told him, get married, go and get married. So the voice of God at that point became better than the marital vow. He spoke about how he went to a program, and that question came. And then on the second part of the video, he spoke about how he met Mommy Esther. And in the second part of the video, the lesson to also learn from there is this idea of a fool at 40, right? At some point, you cannot do certain things. Yes, it may make sense somehow, but there are still exceptions. And just like his case, he got married to Mommy Esther at the age of 65. This is like the first time I'm getting to know that. I knew he married a second wife, but I didn't know, she was 65. Not married at the age of 65, and it still happened. God still did it. So there are two lessons to learn from the first video and also the second video. What do you guys think? Drop your comments in the comment section.